Welcome back, folks, to another Diihaa stream. I'm late, as per usual. At this point, I'm this close to giving up on having a schedule altogether. I mean, I technically do. I stream on certain days pretty consistently throughout the year, but timing-wise, not so much. I mean, today I have an excuse. I was very busy, but it still feels bad, setting goals for yourself, not meeting them still. Whatever. That's too depressing. Let's play some video games. So, last time we left off at the very end of chapter, well, they're not called chapters, episode 2. And now we begin anew, episode 3. We watched the cutscene at the end of the last stream, but we'll do it again. Just mainly for my sake, I want to remember what's going on. Athena POV, let's go. Maybe.
Themis Legal Academy, a prestigious high school with alumni
Themis
in the
Academy.
highest echelons of the legal world.
Legal Academy. A legal high school. That's crazy. Do these things even exist? Legal high schools? I'm sure. Oh, they got stabby stabbed with an ice pick. That's always great to see. October 24th, 1:25 p.m. Themis Legal Academy. Seeing characters, like, in the straight-up anime style is always, like... it's still a bit weird to me after seeing them always as, either sprites or, I guess now 3D models, but... as sprites, they've all been very, like, pixelated, or I guess I played the remaster of the original ones. They had their own style to it. It's not like anime, Now it is. Oh no, I'm gonna be late. Toast in mouth. Bumped into someone at the intersection. Or not. Phew, finally. So this is it. The illustrious Themis Legal Academy. This is the place where many distinguished lawyers and prosecutors get their start. Oh, you too? Oh, I guess he didn't go to that school. It's just something else. When news spread that Mr. Wright had gotten his attorney's badge back, he received a call from this school asking him to pay a visit. Mr. Wright brought us along, hoping we'd learn something from the experience. Nick taking his children on a field trip. But no, I had to go and blow it by getting here 30 minutes late. At least it's not all business today. After all, today's their school festival. Hooray. Oh my god. Look at this. They got curry, culpable curry, live music, 1:29 p.m., 1F hallway. Justita's Diner. Mock trial. Of course they'd have a mock trial. Guilty dogs. I want a guilty dog. Wow, this place has school festival written all over it. Literally. Why the cold stairs? Maybe it's because you're wearing bright yellow. Is it because everyone's in a school uniform except me? Well, I like the way I dress. Wonder where Mr. Wright and Apollo are. Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the Mock Trial Committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. The lecture hall. I guess if this is like kind of a high school, there would be one main hall and a lot of small rooms. Sounds like a mock trial is about to start, but where's this lecture hall? Looks like all the students and faculty are heading that way. Might as well join them. Maybe I'll find Mr. Wright and Apollo there. This is where we find the murder scene. Oh, check this out. All high tech. Every seat has its own, like, screen. This looks a bit much for a lecture hall, you know. It's a bit opulent for a school. This must be the lecture hall. No, they've spent some serious money on this place. Yeah, you can say that twice. The district court can't even compete. Hey, Athena, over here. Oh, Nick? Yo! And Apollo. Oh, Mr. Wright, Apollo. I've been looking for you, too. I'm so sorry I'm late. It's okay. Sorry we couldn't wait for you. But we didn't want to be late for our meeting. Lucky for you. The person we're supposed to meet also seems to be running late. Mr. Wright, Mr. Justice, it seems Professor Court has yet to arrive. Ooh, hello? You are very pale, sir. This guy looks like he is carved from marble. Like his badge. It looks like it's screaming in horror. Utter pain. Maybe it's symbolic about how the justice system in this game is whack as fuck. How unprofessional. How does this guy sound? I don't know. He seems like he'd have a deep voice. How unprofessional of her to keep visitors to our esteemed institution waiting like this. I shall make her right. I will not. Oh, who do we have here? Oh, right. You haven't been introduced yet. Yes. You must be the young lady Mr. Wright was telling me about. I am Aristotle Means, a professor at this hallowed hall of learning. I oversee the lawyer course here. It is a pleasure to meet you. I'm Athena Psyches. I just recently got my attorney's badge myself. It's nice to meet you too. How wonderful. So vigorous and vivacious. You've just earned yourself a gold star. Wow, a gold star? Oh, I do not like that. Wow, thanks. That big smile of his is kind of scary, though. Looks like the mock trial's about to begin. What are we going to do about our meeting? Oh, speaking of the mock trial, do either of you know what it's about? Oh, but I thought we had sent a pamphlet to your office. Right, the pamphlet. Whatever happened to that? You won't be seeing it again. Chusi used it for the old rip it up and restore it trick. Unfortunately, it didn't work as advertised. Well, it seems I had better explain the situation then. His eyes are so dead. Thank you, Professor. Why is he staring at me like that? Now, does anyone have any questions? I do, Professor. Could you tell me all about your school? What an excellent question. Here's a gold star for asking. No creepy smile. Thank God. Our academy has 3 courses to choose from. Students seeking to be lawyers take the lawyer course. Likewise, budding prosecutors take the prosecutor course, and future judges the judge course. Wow, you have everything here for someone who wants to seriously pursue a career in law.
Yes, well, that's what makes our school special, and today even more so. After all, we are to be treated to a lecture by the legendary attorney Phoenix Wright.
He's lecturing.
Sheesh. We can't wait to hear all about his return to the legal profession.
You're giving a lecture, Mr. Wright? But you're not even a professor. Yeah, well, I'm just giving them what they want. Wow, really moving up in the world. He's famous. Did you even know you were meant to be giving a lecture here today? Yeah, sort of. But I came early because I was supposed to have a meeting. With the head of the judge course, Constance Court. It's been a whirlwind of a morning. Let's leave it at that. And Apollo, seeing Apollo like this, it's weird after playing as him for the entirety of the last chapter.
Professor Court, she's a wonderful instructor, but quite unpunctual.
Oh, so that's who's late.
From what I've heard, our esteemed Mr. Wright here is scheduled to hold a training seminar tomorrow, in addition to today's lecture.
A training seminar? For lawyers? What exactly does that involve?
Smile again.
There's such thing as too big a smile.
Why, it involves the very skills that make a lawyer. The arm angle when shouting objection, the proper way to strike the podium, how to project one's voice, and most importantly, how to bluff your way to victory.
Yep, that's Phoenix. Huh? Who exactly do you want me to teach stuff like that to again?
What a wonderful question. You just earned yourself a gold star. The great honor of taking a seminar by a famous lawyer and a famous prosecutor. That is what is at stake in this mock trial. The crown jewel of the school festival.
Oh, the smile.
The mock trial in question is a prestigious event that every student aspires to win. The top student in the lawyer course and the top student in the prosecutor course face off in a simulated court case set in this very school. As for the case itself, we select the best script written by a judge course student and base our case on that. It's all scripted.
Ooh, a one-on-one battle? How thrilling. So, if the student studying to be a lawyer wins, they get to take my training seminar? But what if the other student wins? I'm not a prosecutor, so...
There's no cause for alarm. We have a famous prosecutor ready just for just such a case. But exactly who it is, well, that is a special surprise.
Oh, is it Edgeworth? A famous prosecutor? No, it can't be. Out of all the prosecutors we've had so far that currently is not in prison, it would be Edgeworth and Francisco, right? That's it. Oh, Clavier. I guess it's one of those three. Probably. I swear if it's Blackwell. Professor Maines, please forgive me for interrupting you and your guests. Aw. Wait. Juniper Woods? Huh? That's her? She looks so proper. I guess this is in the past, right? Because the first case was... Right, the first case was when, what's his name? Apollo got injured, but now he's fine. I'm Juniper Woods, a third year in the judge course. Professor, the trial will begin shortly. Since you'll be delivering the pretrial speech, would you mind waiting up in the balcony until we're ready for you?
My, how very organized you are, Juniper. You just earned yourself a gold star, too. What about Professor Court? Well, I suppose she'll eventually arrive. She dead? Now then, I trust you will look after our visitors, Juniper.
Yes, of course, Professor Beans. She looks so stiff. 10 bits? Just for being late? Oh, no, you shouldn't have. Thank you, Edna. And welcome. Juniper? Juniper Woods, is that you? Hmm? Then, Thina? I almost didn't recognize you. I didn't know you were back from Europe. Wait, you two know each other? Oh, now that's a coincidence. We've known each other since we were kids. Like best friends, right, Judy? Yes, well, we live close to each other, so we used to play in the forest together. Yeah, like a lot. Why would she look at me? I guess I shouldn't be surprised since we haven't seen each other in a long time. Anyway, we're supposed to go wait in the waiting room, right? Not that I wouldn't mind taking in the mock trial you're putting on today. Unfortunately, the mock trial is only for students and faculty. There is one seat reserved for Mr. Wright, but no other exceptions are allowed.
Yes, I'm very sorry, but it is part of the student curriculum after all. I hope you won't mind remaining in the waiting room until the trial concludes.
Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping to learn something new today. I'll tell you what, Apollo. Why don't you take my place? What? Really? Sure. Besides, I'd like to meet with Professor Court as soon as she gets here. Oh, no fair. I want to see the mock trial too. Sorry, I'm going to let Apollo pull what little rank he has. If it's okay with Professor Means.
But of course, Mr. Wright, if that is what you wish.
It's settled then. We'll expect a full and detailed report, Apollo, so pay attention. Being the new kid sure stinks. If you would please follow me, I'll escort you down to the waiting room on the first floor. She's so different. She doesn't, have the sniffles or anything. Unlike me, I have the sniffles. One sec. Alright, let's go. 2:15. Still no Professor Court. It's been over 30 minutes. And Mr. Wright's snoozing away on the sofa. Hope he doesn't get hit on the head with a fire extinguisher. This is so boring. I should have hidden the lecture hall in spite of the mock trial. Eek! What was that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A body has been discovered. 1F hallway. Tina. Could have sworn I just heard something fall down and break. If you go running now, they'll think it was you. Well, it wasn't me. I think it came from somewhere outside. Oh, well, we better go have a look. Seeing as everyone else is in the lecture hall. Okay. Ooh. The 3D environment. Outdoor stage. Oh, that's a body. That's a body behind that, witnesses stand there. Is this stage for some sort of concert? Kind of reminds me of a courtroom. Wait, Athena. Behind the witness stand. What? Um,
Professor Court, can you hear me? Professor!
wait, that's who we were supposed to be meeting with?
Looks like our meeting's been cancelled for us.
No way, this can't be real. Call the police. They should be here soon. I'll go tell everyone in the lecture hall, too.
No, wait. You'll find out soon enough once the police get here. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here.
Huh? Are we even allowed to do that?
It's no big deal, as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus, no, never mind. Plus what? Anyway, we should look around while the scene's still fresh.
But, okay, you're the boss.
Oh boy. Serious Phoenix is it's pretty badass. Any ideas? In addition to checking the body, we should also check the area around it. We don't have much time. Check only what you can. Nervous, Athena?
Yes, I mean, no. Apollo didn't bat an eye at the Alderman's body during that case in Ninetail's Vale. I can't let him show me up. I can do this.
Just take a deep breath and refocus. About the murder.
So, Professor Court was...
Yep. The professor I was here to meet with. Turns out she wasn't running late after all.
How awful. Here she was lying dead and we thought she was late. What was that you were saying before, boss? You never finished.
Oh, that. Don't worry. I'll fill you in. Later. Right now, let's focus on the investigation, okay? Later.
Okay, sure. The suspense is killing me.
Alright, well... present my badge. Oh, a shiny new attorney's badge. Brings back memories.
I've heard that countless people live in dread of your pointer finger. Were you really that scary back then, Mr. Wright?
Strike one. I've always been just as you see me here.
A harmless sheep in wolf's clothing?
Strike two.
Do you have an old picture of yourself? Wait, never mind. I'm not sure I want to see it.
Strike three. You're out. Ha ha ha. Alright. Let's take a peek around, shall we?
We should start by studying the body. I wonder what's the best angle for this.
I guess we just have to look like this. There we go.
I guess I really do have to examine the body. Well, I guess I better get used to stuff like this if I want to be a full-fledged lawyer.
We got ourselves a mysterious little notebook here. What do we have here? A book? I'm guessing it fell out of her chest pocket.
Wait, what if it's her diary? It's the most private thing a girl has.
True, but considering the situation at hand, my apologies to the late Professor Court.
No, don't.
Looks more like a planner than a diary. Every page seems to have the same sword mark printed on it at that.
I still think a girl deserves her privacy, but this may help us solve the case.
Got some details on it. Check it out. 22nd. Routine report. Need to speak with Hugh O'Connor. 23rd. Meet with Hugh about that report yesterday. Important. 9 a.m. 24th. Prep for mock trial. Final confirmation. 1 p.m. Meet with Mr. Wright about training seminar. 2 p.m. Mock trial begins.
So I guess what this is implying is that she was killed sometime between 9 and 1. But also, she's like usually late for a lot of things, so maybe sometime between 9 and like after 1. Notice anything strange about the body? Take a deep breath and then take a good look. Well, now that you mentioned it, there's no blood around it. Yet the victim's body is cold and rigor mortis has already started to dissipate. It would appear that quite some time has passed since Professor Court was murdered. Thing is, the quad was packed with students up until the start of the mock trial. Wait, then doesn't that mean she was killed at a different location? I know, the killer moved the body here while everyone was in the lecture hall. That's a definite possibility. Notice anything else? Her arms are raised over her head, and there are dark bruises around her wrists. Ah. Yeah, the professor was probably tied up with something. Eventually her wrists were unbound, and as she reached up to stretch, she was killed? Yeah, she's gonna be fine. She's just like having a power nap right now, you know. Actually, I'm not sure about this theory. Well, there's not exactly a lot to go on. My nose is so stuffy. Sorry, guys. Their nose blow break. And some more water. Much better. Alright, let's look at this wound here. Now, this interests me because in the opening movie, it showed a bloody ice pick, but here, she's stabbed by an arrow? Yeah, there's an arrow stuck in her side. Gunshot wounds and stab wounds are pretty common, but arrow wounds? This is a homicide any way you slice it. In other words, we have a murder on our hands. Murder? Here? So, that makes this arrow the murder weapon. Well, that and the bow that shot it. Right, but where could the killer have shot her from? The stage is a sea of obstructions. I'm no expert on archery, but it can't be easy to hit a target with this much stuff around. Would it be possible to kill someone by stabbing them with an arrow? Not sure. Guess we better do some more investigating before jumping to conclusions. Alright. Is that it? I think that's about all we're going to find out from the body for now. Nice work, Athena. Your face only turned 5 shades of pale. I was expecting 50. We should probably take a picture of the crime scene just in case. Okay, I'm on it. This pose, though. Jeez. And I thought I was the only one with a twisted sense of humor. I think that should do it. Alright, let's take a better look around the area while we wait for the police to arrive. The pile of rubble sticks out like a sore thumb. Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of that noise we heard. There were supposedly 2 statues on the stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Art Club had made them. There were two? And that thing over there is the remains of another statue? Hmm. That could be related to the case. Let's take a closer look. Got some, like, newspaper. There's something buried in the rubble. Famous Herald. Wait, we shouldn't disturb it. Let's just read what we can. Pending declaration of love rocks campus. Final act in Toward Love Triangle centered on campus she-devil. Juniper Woods. She-devil? Excuse me? Level-headed lawyer, course genius, and hot-blooded prosecutor, course student. Will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart. Hugh O'Connor has declared that he will confess to her if he wins. Oh, Hugh O'Connor. That was the guy in the... What was it? The notebook. The planner. Wait, what? I seriously wish I had read that. You find that more shocking than discovering a murder victim's body? But we're talking about my friend Judy here. She'd never lead guys on like that. Athena, you don't believe everything you read, do you? This article is clearly written with malicious intent. I'm not buying a word of it. You're right, but it's still disturbing, even if it's a third-rate tabloid material. Alright. She has some libel written against her. That's great. Anything else? 1. Oh, I said 1 because that little like wooden thing looks like a 1, but on closer inspection, it is not a 1. But in fact, something else. I wonder what this was a statue of. Whatever it was reddish purple in color. When Apollo and I first got here, both statues were already here. They were covered up. Reddish purple, huh? I bet they were waiting to unveil them when the school festival moved here to this stage. You mean this duffel bag looking thing was actually being used to cover the statues? I guess that just leads to the question. Were they broken by accident or on purpose? What a puzzle this is. Wait. A reddish purple one and a blue one on the right? Could it possibly be Miles, Edgeworth, and Phoenix Wright? There's no way. Wait, that would mean Edgeworth would probably come over. Let's go. Edgeworth's return. Oh, here comes Apollo. I've never seen anyone move so fast. Listen, something big's happened. I was at the mock trial when the police announced the body had been found on campus. That's right. And we're the ones who phoned it in. We found Professor Cord dead behind the witness stand over there. What? Can you show me? What the? We've already had a quick look at the body. It's definitely a homicide. Once the police get here... No, I know it's a homicide. I'm shocked because it's the same. Exactly the same. The same? Ooh, funky. Whoa there, Apollo. Take a deep breath and explain what you mean. It's the same. The body, that is. It's just like how it was in the mock trial. What? It's like the mock trial? I know, it sounds crazy, but... The body's location and position, the murder weapon, the lack of pooling blood. It's all exactly like the mock trial. Interesting. Kidding, right? It can't really all be the same, can it? That's crazy. We got a big scheme on our hands. 3F lecture hall. They're thinking poses. The whole school's in an uproar. There won't be any more classes today. A murder on campus. That's the last thing I expected at a legal academy. I'll go tell Professor Means what we observed when we discovered the body. You two wait here until you've spoken with the police. Yes, boss. I still can't believe this is happening. I can't believe we have to wait around here. I can't stay still at times like these. I hope Junie hasn't fainted from the shock of this whole thing. Oh, speaking the devil. The she-devil. Oh, Athena. Oh, I mean, Athena. There you are. Junie, I'm glad to see you. I was worried that... Don't worry about me. I'm a student council president, after all. I need to be strong. Student council president? Wow, I'm impressed. She really changed. She used to be kind of sickly and shy. Juniper, was it? You mind if we ask you a few questions? Yeah, we're stuck here waiting for the police, and there's really not much to do. Sure, what would you like to know? Before we get into that, one sec. I swear I'm not sick, but... I just feel so congested at night. I don't know why. It's been real cold lately. Maybe that's why. I haven't seen you in ages, Junie. What's it been, 7 years or so? Yes, I don't remember how you were always there for me, Athena. Maybe it's just me, but I wanted to ask you why you seem so distant. Remember how you used to call me Athena? I liked it better that way. I felt like we were sisters, you know? Yes, but I'm student council president now. And as the student representative of Themis Legal Academy, I have to act properly. She was never this stiff and formal before. I knew you wanted to be a judge, but I didn't expect this. It's such a prestigious school, and you're in the judge course to boot. Yes, and Professor Court had been in charge of it until, well, you know. Oh, right. Professor Court was the professor in charge of Uni's course. Constance Court. Kind of on the nose name for a legal teacher. What sort of teacher was Professor Court? If I had to sum her up in a single word, I'd say she was amazing. The judge must always seek the truth. That was her mantra, and she used it in trying to fix what was wrong with our school. She was a beacon of hope in this dark age of the law. What's wrong with your school? What did you mean by that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. Oh. Something's going on here. Am I imagining things, or did I just detect something in Junie's voice? Professor Court chose my script for the mock trial. Oh? You mean all the students in the judge course had to submit a script? Yours was the one she selected? Wow, it's amazing, Junie. Oh, thank you. But now Professor Court is... Who would do such a thing? Just yesterday we were working together, trying to get things ready.
Oh, here we go. That's his Juniper we know. Yep.
Are you alright, Judy? Maybe you should take it easy for a while. So she's still got that cough.
It's not as strong as she pretends to be.
Why do you need a script and a showdown between a lawyer and a prosecutor? Well, we were simulating trials, so we needed a script as a framework. All the details about the incident and the people involved are included in the script. We also prepared a crime scene, photos, a murder weapon, and other kinds of evidence.
Wow, you guys think of everything. Must be hard getting all that ready.
Yes, well, it was only Professor Court and I. After all, we didn't want the script or other elements of the mock trial to get leaked. And we were the only ones in the entire school who knew all the details.
Uh-oh. I think I know who we're going to defend. I mean, if she says she's the only one who knew, aside from Court. And Apollo says that it's the exact same as the mock trial, then, well, put two and two together.
Must have been a big pain in the... I mean, that must have been really difficult. I wrote the script so that the case would go either way. That way, the defense and prosecution both had an equal chance of winning.
If you think that's all she's capable of, you got another thing coming. Who is this?
Huh? Who said that?
Oh, it's these guys. That guy's making like creaking noises whenever he's flexing. You're shaking. You can chill. It's not healthy to flex that much. Juniper's genius doesn't stop at her brilliant script. Yeah! She gave an award-winning performance as the defendant, man! I think I found a rival to my cores of steel.
You, Robin, aren't you going to introduce yourselves to our guests? As student council president, I won't have you treating them rudely.
Huh, you're right. I heard Mr. Wright was bringing a couple of guests with him. That would be you two, Apollo Justice and Athena Psyches.
Yep, I'm Athena Psyches.
I'm Apollo Justice. Nice to meet you. I'll pass on the handshake. I'm studying to be a lawyer. My name's Hugh O'Connor. I wonder what his joke is. Like his name joke. If he has one. Glasses push up, of course. But some call me Mr. Perfect because I never score less than 100% on tests. Ugh, most pretentious introduction ever.
And what's with his hand? Is it glued to the inside of his pocket or what?
Yeesh. Let me be the first to apologize for Hugh's totally rude introduction. Sorry. I don't want to yell. I want to scream. Here's my intro. I'm Robin Newman. I'm studying to be a prosecutor. The really cool kind that nails the bad guys. Is that a plate?
No! Where's his sincerity?
So he makes pottery too? What's that bracelet contraption for?
Judy has sure made some unusual friends. Those two were the lawyer and the prosecutor in today's mock trial. Even though I wrote the script, I also played the part of the defendant.
I don't act in torrid love triangle censored on campus she-devil Juniper Woods.
Hot-blooded lower course genius and a hot-blooded prosecutor course student will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the She-Devil's Black Heart. So they both hint her, huh? Wait, these two are the guys who supposedly have a thing for Judy? Heh. Juniper, come on. Your role's way beyond just that. That's right. Mock trial's just the start. She's also in the school festival's main event. Live on stage, Juniper Woods. The crowd goes bananas. Woo! She's an idol? A singer? I'm supposed to sing at the school festival. Aw. All the other girls were too embarrassed to try out, so... Judy singing? On stage in front of people? She really has changed. That's crazy. One sec. Alright. Your performance. Was responsible for making everyone's stage costumes. That too? You do too much work. Whoa. Isn't that just like Lamora's outfit? That's amazing, Junie. But then again, you're always good at that kind of thing. It reminded me of Lamora's outfit. I don't know if it's exactly the same. These constellations in particular are really something. Oh, thank you. One of my favorite things to do is look up at the stars in the middle of the forest. So you're a fan of the night sky then? Wow, Paulo. Didn't know you were such a romantic. It's not like that. I have this friend. He and I go way back. Got me really interested in space. Wait, you had friends when you were young? Calling me surprised. Ouch. Ouch. As City Council President, I cannot allow such mean-spirited teasing to continue. Eep. I think she's angry. And your boyfriend? Honestly, I have no idea who he could be referring to. Trying to think. Any major characters on Apollo Justice State's attorney? Clavier? Question mark? I don't know. The costumes were no problem, but as for singing, I'm not sure I... No! You can do it! That's right. And anyone who says otherwise will have to answer to me. It's like a chivalrous love triangle. Damsel in distress and two knights in shining armor. Maybe that Famous Herald article wasn't too far from the truth. Speaking of the latest news, I wonder how the mock trial turned out. Who won? So, how did the mock trial end? We were just about to reach a verdict when the police arrived. Now we'll never know how it would have turned out. Guess that's what happens when there's a real murder during a fake murder trial. You did it right before the verdict? Talk about bad timing. I was this close, man. I bet I would have won. But I bet the defense wasn't doing too badly either, right? We'll settle this some other time. And I assure you, I will win when that time comes. Like I'm gonna let that happen. I don't think so! I hope they don't end up hurting each other. Oh, don't worry. The three of us have been good friends since we enrolled here. We even have proof of our friendship. Proof? Like physical evidence proof? Yes. We're studying for a career in law, and in the legal world, evidence is everything.
Yeah. As long as our friendship lasts, you bet we'll be carrying them around.
Ah, the famous Themis Legal Academy ingenuity at work. So, what exactly is this proof of friendship anyway? Well, it's a secret, and if I show you, it would be bad luck.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, okay. I knew it. There's definitely some discord in Judy's voice.
Dun, dun, dun.
Our friendship is sacred and inviolable. It's not something to be put cheaply on display.
Proof? We don't need no stinking proof. These three are friends forever. Us three are friends forever. Ah.
I can hear discord in their voices too. They're talking about their friendship. What's going on here? Something wrong, Athena?
Ah, my fucking nose.
I don't think I can stream for that long if this keeps up. I don't want to blow my nose every like 2 minutes on stream. That's a bit unideal. Okay. No, it's nothing. What do you mean nothing? He's your partner. You gotta tell him. Oh, all right then. Hey, isn't that? Oh boy, it's Fulbright, isn't it?
Everyone, stay right where you are. Don't move a muscle.
This fucking dweeb. Detective Fulbright, is something wrong?
Why, if it isn't my little lawyer friends. Sorry, but the small talk will have to wait. Juniper Woods, you're under arrest for the murder of Constance Court.
What? Wait a second, what's going on here? Why are you arresting June?
Please, Detective Fulbright. We're involved in this case, too. Aha! So, you're the lawyers the dispatch said were first on scene. I can't tell you everything, but I will say this. There are two major reasons for her arrest. Number one, the suspect led somebody to where the body was.
I did it.
And number two, the crime scene is exactly how the suspect portrayed it in her script.
But you can't arrest her on just those grounds.
True, but there's more. However, Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me to say no more than that.
So Blackwell's the prosecuting attorney on this one too.
Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket.
What?
Why, there's blood on this. That's evidence we made for the mock...
So that's Woods. That's evidence we made for the mock trial.
A mock trial? I never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy. Now, if you would, officers? Yes, sir. No, police.
What? Judy, I have to do something. I can't let them take her away like this.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
Oh boy.
Hold it!
Let's go.
Hold it! I refuse to believe that she's the killer! Junie! I've decided. I'm going to defend you. I'll fight with everything I've got.
You ship it?
Nina.
Who? Athena and Judy?
Junie, it's good to hear you say that name again.
Aw. I hate to interrupt your bonding time, but aren't you rather new to all this? You're barely even a lawyer. Well, I don't have much experience, and I may need Apollo and Mr. Wright's help at times, but nobody believes in Junie as much as I do. I guess we're just getting an Athena chapter. That's awesome. I thought she'd get like sidelined, and the main characters would be like Apollo and Phoenix, but oh, all three of them. I'll help you too, Juniper. There's no way you murdered your professor. Apollo. Thank you both. I'm counting on you. We got your back, Junie. Guess things worked out after all. Now that you have your lawyers, Miss Woods, it's time for us to head back to the station. Fucking cops. I can't believe Junie's been arrested for a murder. And I can't believe I accepted her case without asking Mr. Wright. Take a deep breath and relax, Athena. I'm here to help with whatever you need. So let's get right on the case. Right. I won't have this case left in the hands of rank amateurs. If anyone's going to solve this case, it'll be me. Time to investigate. Smug little... He hasn't even finished law school. Ah! That was totally rude! And you're not the only one on that case, man. I'm in too. Big time. Juniper Woods, here I go. Now that those two are gone, let's get back to what I was talking about in front of the stage. About the mock trial, that is. Oh, right. You said the victim's location, position, and so on were just like in the script. Exactly. But without the script or any props, it's kind of hard to explain. Oh, shit? Oh? Oh? Is this who I think it is? Perhaps I could help. Air forehead. Let's fucking go! It's Clavier! With his music. Dear Gavin, what are you doing here? You seem to know each other. Someone going to introduce me? Damn, he looks good in 3D. Why? I do believe we have a fresh face here. Greetings, Frelaine. I am Clavier Gavin. Some know me as a prosecutor, but I'm most famous for my former rock band. We were quite popular, you know, but regrettably, the band went kaput. Snaps. Perhaps you've heard of us, the Gaffiners. I was the lead vocalist. Never heard of your band. Then again, I was out of the country till only recently. But, can I get your autograph? You just met him like 3 seconds ago and you want his autograph? Forgive me, Frelaine, but I've retired from the music biz. But I'd be happy to offer my autograph as a rockstar prosecutor. Clavier Gavin. Ah, okay. That one then. Your other ship? That one's pretty alright too. She's a lively one, eh, her forehead? Didn't know she was your type. He's the newest member of the Wright Anything Agency, that's all. Nice to meet you. I'm Athena Psyches. A pleasure to meet you too, Athena Psyches. Now that the intros are out of the way, I'm sure you have some questions for me. Yeah? Her forehead? Well, it certainly was one of the three that I listed before. Wow. I didn't think he'd be back so soon. Why are you here? So, what are you doing here, Prosecutor Gavin? I'm here for the same reason as your boss. To give a lecture in our training seminar. So he's the famous prosecutor they invited. And I have another crucial role to play. The Gaviners are getting back together for a one-time special performance. Even though you guys disbanded? Which was a shame, by the way, really. I guess they couldn't find other bases? I don't know. Yeah, I know how much you adored our music, Fair Forehead. Anyway, I studied abroad in Germany to get my badge early, but I did graduate from there. Wait, so that performance Junie mentioned? Pepsi, you've already heard about that. One student representative was selected to sing with us on stage. And the stage was supposed to look like this tomorrow. Ah, so it was a statue of Clavier and Phoenix. Look at statues. Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright? Bingo, Fraulein. They were so big and magnificent too. Ah, what a terrible waste. But the worst part of this whole thing is, my long-awaited reunion with my mentor never came to pass. Your mentor? Wait, don't tell me your mentor was... Professor Court. She was the one who taught me how to think about the law. Ooh. So, Constance Court was your professor here at the Academy? She may have taught the judge course, but she had a huge impact on me. She was fond of saying the end is only justified through proper means. She wouldn't tolerate dishonesty, and always revered what was right beyond it, all else. I can feel Prosecutor Gavin's sadness. Oh no, I think I made him cry. Athena, are you tearing up? Though I can't blame you. Prosecutor Gavin knows a lot of who he is to Professor Court. Exactly. So, as you can see, we are both joined in purpose, so to speak. Yeah? Now, let's rock this place hard. Huh? I don't follow. Let's rock what? Get all ready here, Forehead. I said I'd help you explain the mock trial. We're going to reprise it right here in the lecture hall. It'll help us catch her killer. Alright. Themis Legal Academy. Lecture hall. Oh shit. Mock trial reenactment. All rise. This is fancy. Yo. What a throwback. Clavier versus Apollo. Right, the stage is ready. And you, Hair Forehead, ready to rock? No, the defense is not ready to rock. You saw the actual mock trial earlier, right? Just relax, you'll be fine. Besides, we have the script right here. Junie's masterpiece? The one everyone's been talking about? Yeah, and the only one in existence. I borrowed it, if you will. Borrowed, sure. Now, Fraulein, we'll need you to play this part of defendant and judge as per the script. Okay, got it. I've only read the case outline so far. I don't know how it actually turns out, so I'll treat this like I'm prosecuting a real case. You, Air Forehead, will play the part of a fledgling lawyer, a role you were born to play. All the evidence is also here with us. We have everything we need to reprise the mock trial. Très bien. Let's get started. Defendant/Judge Athena Psyche is psyched and ready to rock. Court is now in session for our reenactment of the mock trial. The gavel. Or what I'd like to call the mock trial. The hair flip. They really went all in with those animations. Yeah, a double mockery, perhaps, but a trial is still a trial. A tomb, baby. It's no holds barred. Let's rock. Oh, can't we take it easy today?
Objection!
It may just be a mock of a mock, but there's only one way to compete. You play to win. So remember, each time I catch you slacking off, I'm holding you in contempt of court. Great. Judge that voices her own objections and abuses her judicial powers. This is so cool. Camera angle, though. Summary of the facts. Now then, Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, if you please. You got it, Fraulein Judge. Our case is set in a school very much like this one. The victim, a professor, female. The defendant, an archery club member, also female. Oh me, oh my. I'm innocent. Innocent, I tell you. That's some seriously bad acting, Fraulein. Anyway, the victim's body was discovered in the middle of the quad. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. Air Forehead, head of the mock trial participants react to this photo. Professor Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. Really? He reacted with, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." Yeah, I'm sure. He was like, "Sheesh. Man, that sweatsuit really brings out her ass." Or something like that, you know? That's not exactly what I would pick to focus on, so why would he care about that? I'm too much of a fledgling to know what's important, that one. In any case, both in the mock trial and in the actual case, Professor Court was wearing a sweatsuit. Moving right along. Hey, wait a sec. The body was discovered in the same area as the mock case, although there was a stage. Plus, the murder weapon, an arrow, and the lack of blood are also the same. However, her hands were also bound in this one. That's different. That's right. And therein lies the significance of this mock trial. So, let's keep rocking it hard. Pause. Just like that. Alright, defense's argument. Before the crime occurred, the defendant was to meet with the victim in the quad. Let's see here. When I arrived at our meeting place, I found the professor with an arrow in her stomach. But it wasn't me. I didn't kill her. You don't have to ham it up like that, Athena. It's called getting into character, Air Forehead. That'd be such a wet blanket. Right. Let's see. Oh yeah, then Hugh said. A frail co-ed used her bare hands to stab her professor with an arrow. I don't think so. At the time of the murder, a male student was seen, holding a bow in the archery club room, which has a clear view of the quad. He shot the arrow into the victim before my client even got there. 9-9, Air Forehead. That faint swagger does not suit you in the least. Order! 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 Especially you, Mr. Justice.
Me? But I was just trying to get into it like Mr. Eurorocker said. Mr. Eurorocker. Prosecution's rebuttal.
So, the victim was shot from the archery club room before the meeting even took place. Hence, the defendant could not be the killer. That seems to be the defense's assertion. Prosecutor Gavin, do you have any objections?
The autopsy report notes that the edges of the victim's wound were unusually ragged.
Could such physical trauma possibly result from an arrow shot from a bow?
9.
I believe the victim was impaled with the arrow by hand.
Post-mortem.
Reading.
Post-mortem. Post-mortem. In short, the real murder weapon was not the arrow at all.
When Robin was prosecutor, he had a tough time determining the real murder weapon.
Well, he was a student.
He's just a student, a warm-up act, while I am the real deal, the headliner, so to speak. The true murder weapon was most likely the awl that was left in the art room.
Awl?
An awl? What's that? An awl, you say? What might that be?
It's kind of a tool for poking holes in paper, wood, and other materials. It's kind of like an ice pick.
Oh, it's that.
I have a photo here if you're interested.
Gross. All bloody up to the handle. Please tell me it's just paint.
Most likely, Fraulein.
Really, pretty realistic, yeah? Let's pretend it's real blood for now.
The defendant's prints were lifted from the murder weapon. Furthermore, traces of the victim's blood were discovered in the art room. That's where I believe the murder actually took place.
So, the question now is, how did the body get from the art room to the stage?
It still amazes me that Clavier is actually here. Because normally in Phoenix Wright games, returning characters from past games only come back at the very end, at the final case. You know, because the final case is always the continuity case or whatever. In every case before that is usually its own thing, but no, we just got Clavier here. I hope he doesn't dip after this one. I hope he sticks around. How the body was moved. The murder took place in the 3rd floor art room, but the body was found in the quad.
It must have been quite a chore moving the body all that way.
Not at all. There's a maintenance area and storehouse right outside the art room. And a cart was used to carry balls around was found there. The ball cart.
Oh, I've seen one of those before. That's a pretty big one.
A jumbo, yeah? Big enough to fit a person, or a body, in it. The defendant dropped the body from the art room window, then moved it with the cart. That is how a high school girl could easily move a body all by herself.
You don't say.
Objection!
The body dropped from 3 stories up, which show massive signs of blunt force trauma.
Objection!
That's his voice? No, I refuse. I refuse to believe that's his voice. No, they can't do my man dirty like that. Huh? Does he sound like a total nerd? That may be true, but I need to listen to the objection from Apollo Justice. Hold on. Clavier Gavin objection. Yeah. See, it's totally different.
Objection!
Man, they really did him dirty.
I always imagine him with like a deeper voice. I feel like because I'm doing all the voices for all the characters, like I kind of in my mind's eye, I just kind of imagine them having like a bit deeper voices, but it's weird. It's just weird, you know. You fail to account for the large high jump mat in the storehouse. A body dropped onto such a mat would show no signs of blunt force trauma. Yikes. It's almost scary how similar this whole case is to the mock trial proceedings. Quite the crafty killer. In an attempt to cast suspicion on the archery club, they moved the body to the quad, where it would be an easy shot from the club room. And the killer faked the murder weapon by inserting an arrow into the owl's stab wound. Sounds like he only has high praise for Junie's script. Were there any further arguments from the defense? Nope. It seemed like the teacher who was playing the judge was satisfied too. Time for the finale, then. Your verdict, if you please, Fraulein Judge. Huh? Oh, right, that's me. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Juniper Woods. Wait a second. Even if this is just a mock trial of a mock trial, I don't want to declare Junie guilty. Yeah, perhaps that's not such a good idea. Let's end our mock trial here. Besides, it's about time I get back to my investigation. Thanks, you two. That little run-through of the mock trial cleared up quite a few things. There's only one copy, 4 pages. Tomb, baby. The prosecution's already got a witness sized up, too. That was quick. Prosecutor Blackpool's almost too good. You're sure in a helpful mood today, Prosecutor Gavin. Well, like I said, I just want to catch whoever killed Professor Court. And there's no reason for me to start butting heads with you two. Anyway, I won't say goodbye, as I'm sure I'll be seeing you later. Goodbye, Gavin. You better come back. I better see you again. Don't do what this game did to Trucy. I still haven't seen Trucy ever since she like dipped halfway through that one case, the Temitara one. I always thought prosecutors were all a rather scary bunch. But Prosecutor Gavin seems pretty nice. Yeah, he's not so bad as prosecutors go. We should get back to investigating too. We don't have nearly enough information yet. And we also have to tell Mr. Wright that we accepted Junie's case. Right. Looks like we have our work cut out for us. Ooh, the music. Alright. Alright, what do we do? Guess we just go to the anything agency, tell Nick that we're on the case. I guess it makes sense why the costume that Juniper was supposed to wear looks like Lemoire's, because they were supposed to be performing with the Gaviners. Oh, hey, Trucy. Any ideas? School festival? Why didn't you take me with you? Oh, only Mr. Wright was officially invited. Yeah, right after I complained about her being gone, she's back. Apollo and I were just tagging along, but we are lawyers after all. Well, my magic act would have made a great warm-up for the mock trial. You'd have seen how even the most crucial evidence could vanish in the blink of an eye. That's probably precisely why Mr. Wright didn't invite you. Athena, don't you think the Wright Anything Agency has about run its course? What do you mean? Isn't it obvious? It's time for the Wright Anything Academy. And you, Athena, I want you to be the head of our psychology department. Oh, what other departments will we have? Well, I'll be the head of the magic department. And we'll have Cords of Steel department, and a bluffing department.
Then who will be head of the toilet cleaning department? Who indeed. Alright, well, it's good to see you, Trucy. Where is Phoenix? But you, what are your ideas? The most prominent feature of this case is how closely it resembles the script. It makes it a tough one because we have to have a firm understanding of them both. No sweat. We can reenact the mock trial as many times as we want by reading the script. I'll check it out in the court record and commit it to memory later. Good. I bet the script and the mock trial are going to be the centerpiece of the real trial. Make sure you know them inside and out.
Yes, sir, Mr. Justice.
Mr. Justice? Careful. I could get used to that.
Apollo, any advice on how to investigate this case?
Start by interviewing people about the basic facts.
Interview people. Got it. Hey, you there. What can you tell me about the...
Whoa, hold on, Athena. The trial's tomorrow, so try to limit it to people with some relation to the case.
Okay, got it. Limit the interview pool.
Right. You might also want to take it down a notch, otherwise you'll be dead by tomorrow.
You want me to calm down? At a time like this? Junie's fate rests in my hands. And I just have to win this one.
Alright, let's save. Let's save over this. Oh, look at her. Let's go to the hallway.
Ah, Mr. Wright.
I heard they arrested your friend Juniper. Yeah, Detective Fulbright just took her in. I refuse to believe that one of our students is capable of murder. We must prove her innocent by any means necessary. The end justifies the means. Ah, like your name.
What do you mean? The end justifies the means.
I, Professor Means, always say what I mean, and I mean what I say by all means. Here at our esteemed academy, we train our students to produce meaningful results. You believe in Juniper's innocence, do you not? It's interesting. This guy's like ideology. This guy's philosophy is like opposite of Court's. This guy is like the ends justify the means, but then Court was like, according to Clavier, Court was all about the means needing to be right. Only the right means justify the ends. Something like that. You believe in Juniper's innocence, do you not?
Of course I do. Junie wouldn't even hurt a fly.
Ugh. Precisely. We have justice on our side. The only other thing we need are results. It is the height of folly to endanger your client by failing to pursue all means possible.
Sure I want to prove her innocence, but I don't like the sound of the end justifies the means part.
Well, you are young and idealistic. It's no wonder you fail to see the wisdom therein. There is but one thing to do now. I must personally take up Juniper's defense. You going to take her case, Professor Means? I may be a professor, but I am still licensed to practice law. In fact, I have even battled Professor Corton, well, in court.
No kidding. So you guys were rivals or something?
Oh no, nothing of the sort. She was an esteemed colleague of the Academy and in court.
You know, so far I'm pretty interested by this case because they don't like spell out who did it in the opening cutscene. For now, this guy seems really suspicious, but we'll have to see about that.
You see, both Professor Court and I graduated from this academy at the top of our class.
Yeah, it's not obvious, like, it's not obvious who, like, the one killer is. Like, this guy definitely has a... This guy kind of gives off the killer vibe, but I don't know. Like, from what I remember in the opening cutscene, it was like 3 students standing around the body. And then there was like the ice pick. So it could be multiple culprits? I don't know. Wow, I bet they both used to really bring it.
Now, if you would excuse me, I'd best go discuss the case with Juniper.
Professor Means, please wait. I didn't want to say anything, but Apollo and I already agreed to take her case.
It's true, Juniper is counting on us to prove her innocence. Really now? You too?
And when were you planning on telling me? Sorry, boss. I know we should have asked first, but... relax. Your friend was just hauled away in front of your eyes. Sometimes you just have to make snap decisions. And I think you made the right one. I mean, look at that smile. This is a villain if I've ever seen one. And he's also like, oh yes, the ends justify any means necessary. That is not a smile you can trust.
How wonderful. Very well, Athena Psyches, let me ask you just one thing. As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else?
That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients.
What a wonderful answer. Juniper must be overjoyed to have such a friend, such as you. As a professor, I too shall do whatever I may to help her. And if you decide to take the end justifies the means strategy, come see me at once.
Let's hope it never comes to that.
Now, if you would excuse me.
Well, time's a-wasting. You better start investigating, and fast. But first, how about I tell you everything I know so far? Yes, please. About the murder. Have you learned anything new about the case? Actually, I ran into Prosecutor Gavin, and he told me something interesting. Seems the murder took place in the art room. There's traces of a large pool of blood there. So the police believe the body was moved from there to the stage. But how? Wait, really? Just like the mock trial again? The police are searching the art room, but whether they'll find anything, well... But what? Come to think of it. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Huh? Are we even allowed to do that? It's no big deal, as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus... No, never mind. Where was I again? There's really no need to talk about it right here, right now. I want you two to find out for yourselves. Stop being such a tease, Phoenix. Just tell me so I can get my my lawyer money, you know? Oh, you were shocked by your conversation with Professor Means? Oh, were you shocked by your conversation with Professor Means? Oh, I guess so. Actually, that was pretty shocking. The
Dark Age of the Law. I'm sure you've heard those words before.
Sure, a number of times. Prosecutors file false charges and lawyers fight back by fabricating evidence. There's a lot of that going around these days.
The question is, how is it related to the case at hand? Training students to produce results. That is the school's policy. The school's all fucked up, huh?
Well, that in and of itself isn't a bad thing.
Right. As long as those results come by fair and honest means.
Oh, but what was it that Professor Means said? The end justifies the means?
To survive the dark age of the law, you must use any means necessary. Fabrication of evidence and false charges are unavoidable in the quest for results. That's what they're preaching here at Themis Legal Academy. Ooh. Creepy music.
But what happened to our legal system if results are all that matter anymore?
Relax, it's just a rumor. I'd take it with a grain of salt if I were you.
Oh, that's a relief. You had me going there for a minute. Wait a second. What if Mr. Wright examined the victim's body for a reason? Maybe he was worried someone might actually tamper with the evidence.
Ooh, smart. I think that about wraps up what I know so far. The fact that this case closely resembles Miss Woods' script is obviously important. Knowing that, you should probably try and identify what's the same and what's different. Play a game to spot the difference.
Okay, I'll try talking to as many people as I can on campus.
Alright, and I think we'll do that in our next stream. It's like almost 1 a.m. I'm feeling a bit tired right now and congested, so I should probably get some rest. It's been a busy day. Next stream will be on Sunday. This is gonna be Xenoblade 3. And the next, I was about to say Apologists. No, Phoenix Wright Dual Destiny streams. That will be next Wednesday. So yeah, look forward to those. But until then, thank you very much for watching. I've really been enjoying this game so far. This case seems like it might be an interesting one. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah. Hopefully we get to the trial tomorrow. And do like at least a little bit of it, you know? Alright, well, till then, I wish you all good night. Take care of yourselves, drink lots of water, be well. Good night, Edna Vane. Yeah, I'll see you in the next stream. Here, you can listen to very nice Baroque music, I think. Is it Baroque? I don't know. It's harpsichord. I'm not very, well, I used to know what the classical genres were, but not anymore.